Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell.
Lorraine Day Cook was married to Richard Alexander Cook Jr., grandson of the founder of Castle and Cook Enterprises. She founded La Pietra School in 1964 and helped raise funds to move it to its current location in 1969. Barbara Cox Anthony helped found La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls and served as its chair from 1978 until her death in Honolulu in 2007, aged 84. She was the daughter of Ohio Governor James Cox and became a major shareholder of Cox Enterprises, making her one of the 29 richest people in the world in 2006 prior to her death. She also made contributions to the Veterinary School of Colorado State University.
The uniforms in the 1960s were in a dress-style form.
The Dillingham Estate was designed in 1920 by David Adler, who was a well-known architect, at the time from Chicago. He used local resources like coral and stones from the island to build the Italian villa. The Dillinghams got married in La Pietra in Italy and wanted a home in an Italian villa style. The Dillingham home was later willed to Punahou School when the founding mothers instigated the purchase of the property to become a permanent site for Hawaii School for Girls, which was originally housed at Central Union Church. For its first 5 years, La Pietra shared classroom space with the Sunday school at Central Union Church. The church stage served as the infirmary, and the lawn was the school field. Lori Varmer, a student in the La Pietra's first 7th grade class, said, "The friends I made during those years are still my best friends today." Cook Hall was built in honor of Lorraine Day Cook, one of the founders for Hawaii School for Girls. It was designed by the well-respected architect, Leo Wu, who is best known for his master plan for downtown Honolulu, which received the 1963 award by the American Institute of Architects. The 6th classroom building is built over the original Dillingham pool and was finished in 1976.
The uniforms in the 1970s changed to button-down vests and A-line skirts.
From 1976 to 2000, current PE teacher Beth McLaughlin was the athletic director. She moved the athletic program from 5 varsity teams to 30.
The uniforms in the 1980s were similar to that of 1970s, with the addition of adding variations of colors.
Monies were earmarked for renovations of the garage area of the Dillingham home to establish the John A. Scott Art Center in the 80s. Named after Mrs. Margaret Scott Wilson's father, who was a sugar and shipping pioneer in the late 19th century, the center was completed in 1986. Mrs. Wilson's grandson, Richard Rick P. Wirtz, was the head of the art department at Hawaii School for Girls at the time. Architect John Tatum headed the renovation. Early in the morning of August 2, 1986, a huge multi-hoe yellow tractor and some workmen came and started working on the gymnasium site, which is now known as the Barbara Cox Anthony Athletic Complex. This photo shows Mrs. Barbara Cox Anthony, co-founder, Mr. Gordon Bradley, architect, Reverend Abraham Akaka, and Mrs. Beth McLaughlin, athletic director, blessing the new gymnasium in 1987. The Bakwin Science Center was named after Charles Bakwin, a computer scientist, researcher, and manager. The center opened for student use in January 1997. It was constructed by Cannon Construction in 1997. Bakwin has 2 floors and 3 fully equipped labs for students to do hands-on experiments. As one of the newer buildings, the classrooms are equipped with air conditioning and rolling high chairs for student comfort.
The uniform in the 1990s changed to polo shirts and pants were added, but still using the same skirts. The uniform in the 2000s became more mobile for the students to be active in.
iPads are transforming the way of teaching and learning. Powerful creative tools, interactive textbooks, and a universe of apps and content make for endless learning possibilities. The start of the 2012-2013 school year ushered in a new evolution in teaching and learning as La Pietra launched a one-to-one iPad program for all students. The new iPad 3s were distributed on the first day of class.
La Pietra students have always attended classes on a beautiful campus. However, many of our classrooms were outdated. The Classroom Transformation Project enabled us to create 21st century classrooms designed to capitalize on the most current research into how girls learn best. A quote by a student stated, "It seems like learning is more fun now. The new whiteboards give us more room to work together and compare our work."
No one else, we walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn.